down the breakaway slam.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum. Well, he's building a house with those bricks. I mean, one reason is he keeps trying to force it up when he's defended well. Move the ball, share the sugar.
Byers passes to Beal. They set the pick. And stolen by Harris. And oh, here we go. Harris, nobody back. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Beal against Harris. Off the screen. And Gasol sends it back. Beal can't get it to go.
The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
From 11 feet away, takes a big high bounce and goes in. And now a 9-point Bulls lead for Washington. They've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Block shots, a stat that sometimes doesn't tell the whole story. Big-time shot blockers aren't always elite defenders. And then the opposite is true. Their block shot totals don't quite capture that great impact they really have defensively.
You know, and Hakeem the Dream, certainly one of the greatest all-around players to have ever played the game. An endless array of offensive moves down low, no doubt. And defensively, his numbers speak for themselves. I mean, almost 4,000 career blocks, 2 Defensive Player of the Year awards, just a legendary low-post defender.
Chicago leading by 8. Mirotic, a screen on Wall. And it's Harris off the drive. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Taking a look back over the last month, let's see how Washington stacked up in the NBA rankings. First in field goal percentage, third in second chance points, and they're a top 10 team in three-point shooting.
You said it all right there. The hottest shooting team in the league. And that tells you not only are they shooting it well, but they're also focused on creating terrific opportunities for one another.
And Harris drops them both.
Well, a good one here for Harris. 10 points and 2 steals as well. Good contribution for him offensively with the assist and also making some nice steals.
You know what, Clark? You're right on the money with that. He's been just as creative as he has been disruptive.
Here's Wall. Hits the front of the rim and out.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Harris kicks to Mirotic. And again, Chicago. No good. Wizards trail by 10. Byers covered by Mirotic. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
Ooh, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Now here is Harris. He's covered closely. Mirotic dishes to Harris. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Gasol. Another shot. Nice work on the boards. Paying off with the basket. And the Bulls lead by 12.
And guys, that kind of sums it up right there. I mean, one team getting after it, hustling the rebounds, the putbacks. The other team just a step slow.
I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Well, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what the head coach of the Chicago Bulls was going over in his huddle. He made no mistake that their plan was to run their offense through Mirotic. Coach reminded them that he is supposed to be the key factor tonight, and he still wants to see that happen. Those are likely not the last adjustments they make today, guys. There's still time left in this one. Back to you, Kevin.
And thank you, Doris.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
Puts it up from 12. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. And that's now 9 points for John Wall. Outside Butler. He feeds it to Gibson. Can't hit. Some solid defense there by Nene. Wizards trail by 10. And Wall kicks to Neal. Nice ball movement by Washington. Harris on the double team. Wide open. And he gets the bucket. Neal's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Washington.
Even double team, he had the vision to see the open man.
Harris against Beal. And it's Harris off the drive. And he slams it one-handed.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Dishes to Mirotic. Now the feed to Harris. And the foul called on Freak. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
Boy, it seems like he's gotten a little loose with it since halftime. His fingers.
Here's Wall. Harris, he's in at shooting guard. Taj Gibson is out there with Pau Gasol. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Rose in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. And he gets it to go.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
Deflects the pass. Left side Harris. Up and in on the layup. And the Bulls lead by 12.
Well, if you're going to give them layups, there's no way you're going to get back in this game.
There's a screen. It's Wall with the drive. Another one falls for Washington.
My goodness, since when does he score off the crossover? Now I've truly seen it all.
Gortat's checked in for Nene.
That's his 2nd personal foul, 2nd team foul. Substitution for the Wizards. Martin Gortat.
And Chicago has possession. Wall with the steal. About a minute and a half through the 4th quarter now. To the middle. And Gortat kicks to Neal. But they get it back. Goes back up. And it will go. And the Bulls' lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Gortat.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
Open shot. Butler. Good. And the assist goes to Gasol.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Wizards trail by 10. Outside, Wall. Out to the wing. Here's Neal. Another one falls for Washington.
He's been much more effective in the 2nd half than he was in the 1st.
So it's Chicago now. Feeds it to Gibson. Harris outside. Right side Gibson. Right side Gasol. 13 feet away. That's good.
He has such a nice touch for a big man.
Yeah, and they've got to figure out a way to get a bigger body on him, because if they don't match up his size, then he's going to continue to work them over the rest of the game.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the 1st half, but so far in the 2nd, he's come up with loose eggs.
Wizards trail by 10. And we're about 3 minutes into the 4th quarter. Gortat with a screen on Harris. Here's Neal. That's short off the rim.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
And it's Harris off the drive, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Mirotic is checked in for Taj Gibson. And a switcher also for Washington. Beals checked in. Clock at 6. Here's Gasol. High shot from 10 feet out. Gasol's got the lead up to 12 now for Chicago.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Yes, Kevin, over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Washington's head coach said to his team. He's not pleased with the careless turnovers offensively, saying, listen, we've got to get shots. It's as simple as that. We have to play smart and value the basketball. Kevin, did it sink in?
Rose kicks to Harris, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession.
Yeah, that's a super defensive play. If that gets through, no doubt they score.
And that's why he sold out for it, because he knew he had to make that play. He wasn't going to let them get the advantage.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
And look at how the hustle game has been going for Chicago.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
And Harris drops them both.
He's certainly been hitting well from the line, and those points do add up.
Wizards trail by 14. Wall draws the double, shoots from 12, and Mirotic sends it back. Fields' shot is good.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Here's Harris. They shoot again. Gasol. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down. For the Wizards, this one's not looking good. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence. Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Outside Rose. Now the dish to Gasol. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Beal with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Wizards. Beal's running. Gasol kicks to Rose. Back to Gasol. He dishes it to Harris. The pass to Gasol. Good. And Harris gets the assist. And that's 10 points for Pau Gasol.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for Chicago.
And it may be a comfortable win for him, Steve, and in the end, but they had to weather a few storms along the way, Clark, and that's all part of the story.
That's right, Kevin. I mean, this was by no means a runaway that it might appear to have been. I mean, it was a scrappy performance all the way through.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And in a 3-game season series, they take the first 2, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
Now they've got their sights set on that sweep, Greg, 3-zip, and given what's going on in the first 2 games, my guess is that's what's going to happen.
You know, it always takes someone stepping up, and that happened here as well with some great numbers for Harris. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
And here's Wall outside. Again, the miss by Wall. Now here's Rose. Kicks to Mirotic. Here's Harris. Bucket's good.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak.
I know Freak's going to have a lot of people back home in Harlem
extremely proud of the way he plays it.